Coming up next, Weeknight with Ellie Muller. That's right, it's coming up next on the one and only Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it. From the gorgeous YouTube Dome Show. Hey, did you bring the donuts? Awesome! It's Weeknight with Ellie Muller. Tonight, conversation about donuts with MP, Toys Gaming Spot, Mild Sharper, Rich Freight Cheese, Candy Bar Tunes, and GDQ YouTuber aka GDQ. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who People Magazine and the Food Network once called the Donut Master, Mr. Ellie Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ellie Muller. What's up? The theme song was composed by Doughnuts Piano and Toys Gaming Spot, Mild Chocolate Christian Freight Cheese, and Bar Tunes, and GDQ YouTuber aka GDQ are responsible for most of the things that you will see here on this program tonight. They are pretty much all what Shoutout Spotlight wants, along with Evil Amity, Dragon Ball, and Hasbro Top in 2004. Hopefully she'll return to this program very, very soon. And Pierre Kelly. Please check all those people out. Now, I have found this week's Comment of the Week winner. You'll find out who that person is later on in the program. But first, it's time for us to find out what's up. What's up with donuts? They have been making everyone fat for years. Hey, it's the end of the week. Who cares about real comedy, huh? Now, someone tried savory donuts once, and they're donuts that look like complete meals. Where are the beverages? Now wait, Krispy Kreme has a new donut. It's called Hershey's Double Chocolate Donut. Hold on, Hershey's chocolate and a donut? Together? In one donut? That is just plain smart. My goodness gracious. Hey, it's time for another top 8 list. Let's go, MP. Science category top 8 donuts that Krispy Kreme will be selling this summer. Number 8, the ice cream donut. Number 7, the lemonade donut. Number 6, the popsicle donut. Number 5, the triple cheeseburger donut. Number 4, the strawberry shortcake donut. Number 3, the watermelon donut. Number 2, the hot dog donut. And number 1, the spray armpits mixed with potato chips donut. Thank goodness this week is over. Thanks a lot, MP. And you're right. Woo! You know what's wrong? Hashtag Weeknight Update. Hashtag Elder Roll for Late Night. Hashtag Elder Roll for Awesome. Hashtag Spread Love Around. And hashtag Autism is Awesome. Get those hashtags on social media, please. And while I like this thing, subscribe and bell check and chat the comment section down below. But whatever you do, please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the in-between monologue, Toy Story, this week's Comment of the Week winner, a moment for everyone, talking time, random advice, and a few other things. Remember, this is still the one and only Weeknight Update, and now here it is, your Vibe.
Me getting ready to kiss a guy. Let me just take these out real quick.
Nick at Night, a TV viewer's dream.
It's custom fit to every screen.
For your viewing pleasure.
A TV viewer's dream.
Fellas, before we go to work this morning, let's review our basics. Who is the most important person we'll talk to today?
The customer.
Customer, right. And Empire customers expect a lot. When they call 588-2300, they expect to see carpeting in their own homes. They expect to see a wide selection of carpeting starting at $6.95 a yard, installed with padding. They expect credit terms, too. No installment payments for
60 days.
60 days. And with 2 rooms or more, they expect a free Bissell Rug shampoo, right. But most important, Empire customers expect their carpets delivered and installed in
3 to 4 days.
3 or 4 days. And that's where we come in. Are we going to let them down?
No.
All right. Now, there's just one more thing I want to say. I think you're not only the finest carpet installers in the city, but you're the best looking bunch of guys I ever saw.
Right.
All right, now get out there and install.
588-2300 Empire.
Just won $11,070.
The happiest winners in Hollywood. Hollywood Showdown tonight at 8 Eastern.
Welcome back to the one and only Weeknight update. Yes! Toys Gaming Spot will have another story for everyone in a few moments, but first, get some donuts, get some milk, and sit back and relax because it's time for the in-between monologue. Let's rock and roll! A donut has somewhere between 190 and 480 calories. Wow! No wonder why bodybuilders, extreme dieters, and supermodels can't eat donuts. Now, 10 billion donuts are produced in the US every single year. Now, if the extreme dieters, bodybuilders, and supermodels start eating donuts every once in a while, then that number will triple within a matter of weeks. National Donut Day will take place on the first Friday of June. Please save a few donuts for the police officers. The largest donut in the world weighed 1.7 tons. That means that would have made you fatter than an elephant. And finally, early donuts were either long twists or blobs of dough, and they didn't become ring-sized until many years later. Look, no matter what the donuts look like, please remember this. Donuts will always make you gain a lot of weight. Now, folks, Tori's gaming spot is waiting for us in the newsroom. Why? Because it's time for Tori's story, that's why. All right, Tori, take it away.
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here, and welcome back to Tori's story. So the next story I'm going to be telling you is about donuts. Man, I sure do love donuts. And do you want to know what my favorite kind of donut is? Plain. Yep, it's plain donuts. But anyways, here's the story. At first glance, Arnie looks like an average donut, round, cakey, iced, and sprinkled with a hole in the middle. He was made by one of the best bakeries in town, and admittedly, his sprinkles are candy colored. Still, a donut is just a donut, right? Wrong! Not if Arnie has anything to say about it. And for a donut, he sure seems to have an awful lot to say. Can Arnie change the fate of all donuts? Or at least have a hand in his own future? The end. That's the story about donuts. So, stay tuned where I tell the next story. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Tori. That was really exciting. Now, folks, I have found this week's Count of the Week winner, and guess what? We are going to find out who that person is right now.
Well, it's the end of a week. That means that it's time for Ellie Muller to answer the question that the world has been asking since the beginning of a week. What's the comment of the week? What are you waiting for, Ellie? Let's get this over with.
Thank you very much, Question for ATs. This week's Count of the Week question was, if you could make a cartoon about a donut that wears sunglasses and paints a painting of a dancing paintbrush, a cool jar of paint, and a wild hairbrush, then what would you call that cartoon? Email 2018, after saying the word nice, said, how about the donut dimension? Well, that's very cool. I like that. Anthony Shoutout Spotlight in opening said, Uncle Doughnuts. Alright, that's a little bit better. But Spitwit2 said, Uncle Grandpa, I make donuts for 9 Dunkin' Donuts stores at work, and it's a ton of fun. I bought 6 of my favorite chocolate donuts, but I left them outside and realized when I got home they could be in the car, but I think I left them. But I remember putting something in the bag, so maybe, I don't know. I'll go check. But I just wanted those 2 donuts to not be forgotten. But then he also added, I left 2 of them and I ate 4. Not a total loss. Well, I'll tell you what, Spitwit2. I am making you this week's Count of the Week winner. Congratulations, Spitwit2. We'll try this again next week.
Well, Ellie Muller has found the comment of the week. So, what does that mean? Well, that means that it's time to move on with the rest of the show. So let's go!
Congratulations, Spitwit2. Well done. Now, for those of you who are watching this program for the first time, let me explain to you folks how it works. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Count of the Week challenge is all about, let me explain. Alright? Every week I ask you a question on my post section of my YouTube channel page. You have until the end of the week to answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Whoever has the best response, according to yours truly, will be pinned, and if your response gets pinned, then you will become this week's Count of the Week winner. Now, if you win the Count of the Week challenge many weeks in a row during the year, then you will become the Grasshopper of the Year, and you will have a chance to be on Weeknight Update, throughout the upcoming year. In other words, if you win this year, then you will appear on Weeknight Update every so often next year. You see how this works? Alright, now, I have the points system set in place because I think that's really important. If you win the Count of the Week challenge, and if you answer the questions and if you answer the questions honestly and thoughtfully and creatively, then you will receive 37 points. If you do all those things, but you did not win, then you will still win 22 points. And I will award bonus points based on, a number of things. And, that's the way it works. Now, Spitwit2 has received 137 points, because, he won and everything else. Anthony Shoutout Spotlight in opening received 22 points, and Emil 2018 has received 22 points, but because this was his first time, I'm giving him an additional 10 points. Now, let's take a look at the Grasshopper of the Year ranking, shall we? Mason Wrigley is still in first place at 997 points. Anthony Shoutout Spotlight in opening is still in second place at 755 points. Spitwood 2 is in third place with 548 points. Pierre Kelly is hanging on to the number 4 spot with 330 points. Galen Cook and Roberta Henley still have 137 points apiece. Emil 2018 is not in last place, but they're very close to being in last place with 32 points. Auburn the Wine, Jazz Record Clank, OG, Scott ZZ, and Ricky Mori, the fan games and edits, are all on the bottom floor with 22 points apiece. Now, everything is getting wild now. Let's slow down and take a moment for everyone, huh? You know, people ask me the same question over and over again. Ellie, who doesn't love donuts? Well, even though donuts are delicious, there are still some people who don't love donuts. Those people are bodybuilders, extreme dieters who want to weigh 0 pounds, and supermodels. Of course, while the bodybuilders are at least getting some protein and things like that, these supermodels are starving themselves to the point of no return. Now, we all know that that is absolutely wrong because we all need to eat and things like that. But the supermodels will get very mad if we try to judge them. So let's leave them alone, okay? The important thing to remember right now is this. Please enjoy every donut that you want to eat. That's it. Now, let's move on. Why? Because it is talking time. Yes. Someone has actually tried savory donuts. These aren't just any old donuts. No, we're talking about donuts that look like complete meals. And apparently, savory donuts began as a trick on TikTok. That's right. Creator Denise Marie decided to make savory donuts, because apparently Denise wanted to show everyone how sweet treats can go with actual food. Really? Really? I mean, look at the following up, alright? Margarita, OG pepperoni, pig and fig, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, and Hawaii barbecue chicken. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is just messed up. Come on now. Come on! Now, Krispy Kreme is selling actual donuts right now, but The most recent donut that Krispy Kreme is trying to sell is just plain ridiculous. Listen to this, alright? It has the Hershey's Double Chocolate Donut. It's an original glazed donut dipped in Hershey's milk chocolate icing and topped with chocolate flavored buttercream. Wow. Wow. Hold on 1 second. I just. Woo! Woo! Oh! My goodness gracious. Woo! Folks, if you're thinking the same way that I'm thinking, then you and I are on the same boat. I mean, that is just. Oh. Folks, how about some random advice for the weekend, huh? Enjoying donuts is good. Just please do not take pictures of you eating donuts and then post them online. The extreme dieters will start crying. Now, if you're going to grab a donut sandwich, then it will be rude for you to eat it in front of the supermodels, the bodybuilders, and the extreme dieters. Too many donuts will make you go to the hospital. Of course, not eating donuts at all will turn you into either a bodybuilder or a supermodel. And finally, if you start selling donuts and you see so many police officers coming towards you or coming to you, then please give them donuts and calm down. Well, that's it for another interesting episode of Weeknight Update. Hallelujah. Listen, I hope that you folks will enjoy the editing experiments and the weekend. I'll see you on Monday. That's you. And I'm Housekeys, 4x4.
The world is spinning around again. Do you know what that means? Yep, it's time for the ending experiments.
Thank you very much, Christian for ATs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for the Random Box with Knuckles.
Well, it's time again. Wait, I'm having a hard time coming up with an introduction that's funny. So let's just watch another episode of the Random Box with Knuckles. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Random Box. I'm Knuckles. What is going on with the announcer? The announcer is usually very professional, but he didn't even try to come up with anything funny this week. Was he in a bubble last week? Why didn't anybody pop that bubble? Oh, I forgot. Cindy Crawford's eating bubblegum again. It's a huge part of her diet. That makes sense. SPN personality Linda Cohn once confirmed that rumor that she wanted to sleep with one of her former colleagues. That's right, she wanted to sleep with Craig Kilborn. Wait, I can't believe it. I need to relax. Oh, look at that. Roosh is here to help me relax. See you next week. This has been the Random Box with Knuckles, a production of Casting Shoes and Nick and Knight. When Late Night TV breaks, we fix it. When will I start coming up with funny introduction lines again?
There are so many donuts in the world, and Krispy Kreme is making new donuts all the time. Everyone knows how yummy donuts are, but some people are staying away from donuts so that they could look extremely skinny. Actually, some people are staying away from food in general, and that's dangerous and awful. Do you remember a few weeks ago when we found out that Cindy Crawford's diet consists of nothing but bubblegum, water, and urine? Well, she has inspired Nick at Night's very own Jessica Kane to go on a very strict diet. Her diet consists of nothing but an apple, some celery, water, and cabbage. Although her diet is not as strict as Cindy Crawford's diet is. Everyone on Nick at Night is worried because Jessica Kane is not good... because Jessica Kane is not taking good care of herself. Anyway, here's what you can expect from Nick at Night next week. Next week on The Kane Factor with Jessica Kane, join the aforementioned Jessica Kane and her guests Cindy Crawford, Tyra Banks, Rosie Mercado, Tom Selleck, Jerry Seinfeld, Rebel Wilson, Drew Carey, and Sophia Carson. I wonder how they would react when Jessica Kane tells them that she's trying to be skinnier than a supermodel. Anyway, watch The Kane Factor with Jessica Kane next week. Then Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller will shock the entire world because Ellie Muller and the not ready for late night players will talk about bottles, cans, Earth Day, garbage cans, and recycling bins. Wait, those topics are absolutely perfect. Earth Day is rapidly approaching. So Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller will actually be really good. Watch those shows and several other shows next week on the one and only Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it.
Alright, folks, now it's time for something completely different. Who am I kidding? It's just another episode of Funny Sticks. Alright, roll it.
Scabba-da-dooba-dee. What? How come we're not lip synced? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh. Let's get up with the Magic Bunny. Not gonna say anything? I'm not gonna eat that. I remember what happened yesterday. I mean, last time. We have to use a computer.
Great. Back in MS Paint. Actually, you're in paint.net. Why am I so stupid?
Alright, so Krispy Kreme is selling the Hershey's Double Chocolate Donuts now. Did I get that right? I don't know. What else do you want me to say, huh? I mean... Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to answer an important question. What did we learn? So, what did we learn? Well, we've learned that Krispy Kreme has chocolate donuts now, courtesy of Hershey's. And we've also learned that we now have donuts that will make us think about other foods. Do I need to say anything else? Nope. All I can say is, here it is, your musical performance time performance. And now, it's musical performance time. It's musical performance time again, folks. Listen to this. That was your musical performance type performance. And now it's time for another brand new episode of Kadabra and Sparkles.
And now it's time for a show about a rabbit who has magical mishaps 2 years running. It's the Kadabra and Sparkles Show. Here's your host, Kadabra the Magic Bunny, with his co-host, Sparkles the Magic Wand. Hey folks, Kadabra and Sparkles here. On today's magic trick, we're gonna be doing the volcano trick. Okay, watch as I pour the baking soda and the vinegar into the volcano. Huh? It's not erupting. Well, that was strange. Well, everyone, that has been an explosive magic trick. Until next week for another magic trick. Bye! Now that's what I call a volcano trick. Literally. Join us again next time. Same Kadabra time, same Kadabra show.
Come on, everybody, the time is right. We're gonna show you how to lick at night.
Just click on, twist that dial, and lick at night.